Like all generations of Beyblade, there are multiple parts that fall under one branch, such as the different series of weight discs like Balance or Heavy. Beyblade Metal Fight continues off from this, but unlike the previous generation where it was mainly focused on the general classification of weight discs, it is emphasized more on the spin tracks and performance tips. In today's video of Beyblade Explained, we are going to be focusing on the Defense series of performance tips. The Defense series are commonly classified under three main branches: Defense, Semi-Defense, and Wide Defense. Its design is described to be a wide version of the sharp tip, or alternatively a wide cone. Defense was the first to be released out of the series, debuting on August 9, 2008 with the release of Pre-Hybrid Wheel Leon. Semi-Defense soon came after, debuting on June 20th, 2009 with the release of Dark Bull. Wide Defense was the last one to be released out of the three, debuting on September 19, 2009 with the release of Earth Aquila. There are also other variations of this tip, with some featuring different shapes and materials such as rubber and other forms of plastic. The variants include Big Wide Defense from Berserker Behemoth, Wave Wide Defense from Fang Leon, Eternal Wide Defense from Evil Befall, and Defense Sharp from Hell Kerbex. Wide Defense is the widest for the standard 3, while overall, Big Wide Defense is the widest tip in the Defense category. Defense was the best performance tip to use for stamina combos at the time, as it had better balance compared to Sharp. It's intended to have less recoil upon impact and greater recovery time compared to any Sharp tip, as it has a wider surface. However, the downsides of this are that during its recovery, there could be a loss in stamina caused by the higher friction of the wider base. Wide Defense basically is a wider version of Defense, with the tip covering a bigger surface area. This in turn produces more angle compared to Defense, which means that it dips into the stadium a little bit more, allowing destabilizer combos to exploit this weakness. As it has greater width, the stamina properties are higher, but its defense is worse. Wide Defense is an excellent choice for stamina combos, and although other performance tips have overshadowed this, it is still a popular choice by many. Although mostly used for high and mid-level spin tracks, you can also use this for low spin tracks such as 105 or 100. This in turn enables greater life after death properties and is useful for spin stealing combos. Last but not least, we have Semi-Defense. Compared to the other two, Semi-Defense doesn't wobble as much as it has a narrower base. As Defense used to be the best tip for stamina combos, this has since outclassed it. Arguably, this and Wide Defense are usually pitched together as the best Defense series of performance tips for stamina combinations. As ironic as it sounds, the Defense series of performance tips are not ideal for defensive combos, and I'll explain why. An ideal defense type tip is one that maintains balance when being destabilized, while still having a good amount of friction that can maintain its stamina and allow itself to grip around the ridge of the stadium to prevent it from being knocked out. The Defense series on the other hand have low friction due to its shape and material. To add on, as it somewhat has a sharp tip, this can cause stability issues which most defensive combos don't have. The lower the friction, the more stamina, as it's obvious that rubber tips have less stamina due to the high friction of the material. That's why low friction materials are perfect for stamina types, not for defense. Now you have to understand that a defense type is supposed to outlast an attack type but not a stamina type, as its true purpose is to withstand and deflect any incoming attacks. So overall, the Defense series are better for stamina combos due to its minimum friction causing a greater amount of endurance. As for which performance tips are ideal for defensive combos, they include Rubber Ball, Rubber Sharp, Kart Sharp, Rubber Defense Flat, Metal Ball, Rubber Semi-Flat, and even a worn down Rubber Flat. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Beyblade Explained, and as always, see you in the next one. Take care.